What do you enjoy the most about holding these events with that Mad House?
I don't. I fucking hate it. I hate doing it.
Ruby and Prince are watching. Ruby and Prince. Guess who's next? Oh, Ruby and Prince. So come and see now.
Welcome back to another episode of Ruby and Friends. If you guys missed the last episode, check it out. But this week, who do we got this week? That's the question that everybody's asking all the time, trust me. Today we have a very talented artist. I ain't gonna lie, the first time I heard this man's music, I was just like, man, it's exactly my type of music, so I might be being biased, but it's that type of music that just make you wanna, you know, kind of like doze off and go into a coma almost, you feel me? But yeah, you know, I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Let's give it up for my boy FELTWELL. Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for having me. Oh, shit.
No, bro, I appreciate you coming through. You know, I appreciate you taking the time.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for having me. Fuck yeah.
To do this. So.
Oh, am I sitting down? Did I sit down too fast? My fault.
No, you're good. I didn't sit down fast enough.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
100%.
Appreciate the words. You get all dozy and sleepy with the music.
We're gonna get into that, bro. I love it.
Hell yeah, bro.
So you actually cracked your back off camera.
Yeah.
Right.
This was the first thing I did.
Right. That's something that I like to do.
I'll do it again. Fucking
Will it crack though?
No. No.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yours cracked. Mine didn't. Pause.
Nah, I just got my back pulled. Oh. There we go. So obviously we gotta start from the beginning.
Yep.
Tell people who you are and tell people what you do creatively. I know you do a lot, so.
Yeah, I do. I feel like I do quite a bit. But then again, not really. But yeah, I'm FELTWELL. That's my artist name. That's what I go under. I also go under Mad House. Me and 3 other homies, we do DJ events, you know, house music stuff. And then, yeah, back in the day with those 2 boys, we had a band called Vacants. Vacants. We don't really make music or do shows anymore, but you know, we used to do that.
Vacants with a B or with a V?
Vacants, like vacancy.
Okay,
vacancy, cool. Yeah. So we used to have that back in the day. Then I also do like graphic design stuff and video editing stuff. That's what I do for work, basically.
Right.
But the music is the main thing for sure, which is under FELTWELL.
I appreciate you not whispering, because I was editing a video earlier and I was like, bro, why is this motherfucker whispering, bro? Because I got to turn up all the different cuts, so that's decent.
Hell yeah, thank you, bro. I feel like I've been enough like production around, or enough around production.
Where you're like,
you have to be loud, yeah, for sure.
Right. Okay, cool. So you do a lot of work here in Aurora, which is where we're at right now, right?
Yep.
And when I messaged you and I was like, you know what, choose a location that you want to do the interview in, you brought me here. Why did you bring me here? How is this location fundamental to you as an artist?
Remember I told you originally I wanted to do it at the studio.
Right.
Because like, I mean, as artists, like we basically live in a studio all the time. Like that's all we're ever doing. You know, this is okay too. Yeah, I mean, there's still significance regardless, you know.
Significant in terms of what? Like,
I mean, I feel like we've always, like, again, bringing them up, like we have always been doing shows. We've always been on the grind of just doing shit, like on our own. So this, I mean, it's still significant because we're also still doing our own thing here.
Right.
And then, yeah, like I said, I wanted to do it in the studio because that's like really my safe haven. That's where I literally I'm always at, like, to be honest.
This is good. I like the fact that this looks really pretty. The people are going to eat this out.
I brought my bass anyways, so, you know, I got to bring a little piece of something at least.
Hey, maybe at the end we'll have you play a little something from your song.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm down.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next question. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were born on February 15, 2001, correct?
Yeah. Damn, how you know that?
Were you born here in Aurora, or were you born somewhere else and then kind of, you know, migrated here?
Nah, I was born here in Aurora, born and raised on the east side of Aurora, yeah.
Shout out Aurora.
Yeah, shout out Aurora for real, my city. I mean, I've been to plenty of places, but I got family in California, which I feel like really inspired my music and really dictated what I wanted to sound like.
I've noticed that you, you know, some of your music videos were actually shot in California.
Oh yeah.
W vibes.
Yeah, that's definitely like a stylistic choice that I wanted to do.
Right.
You know, I just wanted it. I feel like some music that I make does have like California vibes to them.
Right.
But also, I just love going to LA. I love LA. Like when you had asked me what place I wanted to do, like
let's go to
with
LA.
Any significance, yeah, I know. I would have wanted to. Honestly, if we could, I would have been there.
Right.
But yeah, when you asked me like if there's any place with significance, I probably would have said LA if we could. Like that's like one place that every time I go, I come back fucking inspired. Like I need to push myself more to do more. You know what I mean? Like it says that one place that I love.
Right.
I know LA gets a lot of hate, but I love it.
Nah, it's pretty. I got my phone stolen there, so I got a love-hate relationship with it, but it was my fault. So no shade to LA, bro. It was literally my fault, 100%. So you grew up here. What high school did you attend?
I went to East Aurora.
And then talk to me about your high school experience, right? Because like sometimes you ask people and it's like, oh man, like I hated high school. That shit was garbage. And
Yeah.
you can ask other people and like, man, it was lit. Like I enjoyed my time.
Yeah, I don't know. High school was okay. I didn't really, I just went to class. To be honest with you, I skipped a lot. I skipped a lot. I used to skate in high school too. So we would just skip. Like all the homies would just come together and we would skip. And that really is how like that goes into the music as well. Like the reason why I love music and the whole shit is also because of skate culture. Like I used to skate when I was younger, and a lot of the music that I heard from skate videos, I was like, oh damn! I was just curious to see what the song was in the background or what was just playing. So yeah, skate culture definitely influenced my music a lot too. So that's a lot of what I was doing throughout like sophomore to senior year, all the way to like 2021, because I graduated 2019.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm 24. I graduated 2019. I spent most of my years just skating. To be honest, like I don't remember high school. Like I didn't have that many friends.
Right.
Which was fine. I didn't really care. I just wanted to listen to music and skate.
Cool.
That's all I wanted to do. That's literally all I wanted to do ever. Was just fucking skate and listen to music. You could ask any of my high school like homies. They'd probably tell you the same shit. They'd probably be like, yeah, just music and skating. That's it.
I love that because it leads me into like my next question, right? So you were skipping school, you were skateboarding,
Yeah.
you were messing around with music. So you clearly weren't the A+ student in school, right?
I had good grades.
Right,
Like,
right.
I was fine, but yeah, okay, I would only show up to do the test and I would always pass. And like,
That's how you
but
gotta
yeah,
do in
that's
school,
literally.
right?
But yeah, but the teachers hated that like I would skip class so fucking much.
So if you had to kind of like describe yourself, so like you know how in high school there's like different cliques, like the sports people,
Yeah.
there's the artsy kids.
All the cliques and stuff. Yeah.
Correct. What kind of clique did you fit in when you were in school?
I didn't have like a group of friends, bro. Like I had maybe like a handful of friends, which is fine. But honestly, the clique that I was really with the most was just like the skaters at the park. Most of them were either a little bit older or just they don't go to school.
Were you like a good skateboarder or were you like a decent?
That was alright.
Sounds like-
That was
sounds like-
alright. It was better than him.
Better than him. Hey, bro's catching
Than
strays behind the
you.
camera.
I was better than the skinny.
That's
Pete.
crazy.
Guaranteed.
Pull out the skateboard right
We
now.
play a game of skate right now.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Nah, he'd probably whoop me now. I'm not that good at the time though.
At the time,
though,
back in the prime. right.
But no, yeah, that's how also I met him again.
The
Yanti.
skinny. So
yeah,
for the people that you guys can't see him,
can't see
you want to
him,
come on
he's
camera
over
real
there,
quick?
yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Come here, Yanti. Yanti, the skinny pit.
Yes, sir.
My guy right here's my brother right here.
My brother
I met him from skating,
Mm.
literally just from skating at the park. Yeah, and then we also just happened to like the same shit, like all the same music, all the same stuff. That's also how we joined the band.
Right.
Just off of just fucking with each other. to be
That's
honest.
lit.
So yeah, I didn't have like I said, I didn't have a clique in high school, bro. My clique was just people at the park.
Right.
People at the park. That's
You had
who I
your
was
own
hanging out
community
with.
at the
Yeah,
skate
literally.
park.
Yeah, everybody that I was hanging out with there, those were the homies.
Right.
People at school, like I didn't really care, but I didn't really talk to them.
Nice. So did you end up graduating high school or no?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you
Yeah.
go to college or no?
I went to Obanzi for a year and then I dropped out.
What were you going to school for?
Just business, bro. Some bullshit. Like I knew I didn't want to do it. Like I took a couple music classes as well, and when
Right.
I was at Wabanzi, but yeah, I knew I didn't want to do school. I told my parents. I also had a clothing brand at the time, which is funny. I forgot to mention that.
What was the clothing brand called?
It was called Mesh of Men.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day, me and the homies, like I said, the skate homies, we used to just make shirts.
Right.
And we would just give them to people at the park, or eventually we sold them. And we were doing like pretty well online as well. Like I remember doing a decent amount of numbers on the website, and that's why I dropped out.
For the clothing brand?
For the clothing brand, yeah. Because I had told my parents, I showed them, I was like, look, like it's kind of working. I want to drop out. I don't want to go to school no more. Like I just want to lock in on what I do.
Right. Is the clothing brand still, does it still exist today?
Nah.
Why did it stop?
I just didn't like it enough.
Okay.
Usually when I don't like stuff enough, I just don't do it anymore.
No, I agree. There's no longevity in something you don't have
Yeah.
passion for.
Yeah, I always knew that I had a deeper passion for music than anything else.
Right.
So that was kind of distracting me from doing what I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I'm always down to like start it back up. Like I'm not opposed to that kind of stuff.
Right.
It was fun. It was fun for a little bit, and then it got stressful, and then yeah, I just didn't want to do it no more.
And this was all happening here in Aurora, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So Aurora has a very large Hispanic population. Talk to me about how it was growing up with such a, with so many of your people, because you're Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
Cool. How was that growing up with a bunch of, Hispanics?
It was cool. I mean, obviously, I love the culture. I love like all the Hispanic culture and stuff. Actually, like I feel like when I was younger, I was definitely pushed away from it a little bit more, just because I was a little more of a skater / like rock guitar kid.
Right.
And a lot of like the people that I was friends with, like just in high school, like they were not that kind of people. And when I was younger too, I was really like fucking I feel like I was way more amplified, like way more like
Right.
And so, and I was also really colorful. I used to wear a lot of color, like super bright colors in high school. I was definitely like a weirder kid as opposed to like normal Mexican kids. But they still fuck with me. Like the homies in high school, like I said, they fuck with me. I feel like I just been just myself for so long that I don't really see like I have homies that are kind of like super, I guess, super Mexican.
Right.
But I also have homies like that happen to be Mexican, but we also just do a bunch of other stuff.
Do you wish that you had grown up in a community where there was a little bit more? Because we're around big towns, right? So there's a lot of diversity in here. In Aurora alone, though, do you wish that there was a little bit more of a diverse community here in Aurora? Or did you like it being, a lot of Hispanics here?
No, I love the fact that it was like mostly Hispanics here. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love Aurora. This is like one of those cities that's just like it just feels like home. It doesn't really feel like anything else besides that. I love Aurora. I love all the Hispanic culture that's like around here. Everything that we're doing, everything is just, it's dope. I fuck with it. I love it.
So now I want to move on to, I want to stay on the same topic of like early childhood. So when it comes to your family, what was the family like? Were your parents together? Were they separated?
Oh yeah, my parents were together. I had an older brother and an older sister, so I was the youngest. I would definitely say that my brother influenced me a lot. Like I used to share a room with him, so he definitely influenced me a lot. He's also one of the reasons why I love like hip hop and rap. Like he definitely influenced me when I was way younger, and still does now. Like my brother does a bunch of stuff that I think is super dope, and still to this day my brother influences me. It's just big brother stuff. Like if you have a big brother, obviously like he's gonna influence you. So yeah, and my sister, she was very like a classroom kid. She went to college and everything. Like but yeah, me and my brother were both definitely like the outcasts of the family.
Right.
And especially me, like I feel like I was very much the quiet kid at home, like, or even in the family. I wasn't really, like, I was just a quiet kid, just to myself.
How much older is your brother than you?
My brother's 28.
Okay,
so he's
cool.
like 4 or 5 years older than me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then my sister's only like a year and a half older than me, yeah.
Cool.
But I am the youngest.
I'm the oldest, so we definitely have
hell yeah.
completely different dynamics
Yeah,
when it comes to the
definitely.
family.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's good. So you had a good relationship with your siblings. Your parents had a good relationship.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
yeah,
lit.
I grew up, not that we grew up well, because we grew up in Aurora, but we didn't grow up wealthy, but we also didn't grow up poor. Like, we were fine just how we were. Then everything, my parents always provided for me for whatever I needed. So, like, at home, I feel like it was fine for the most part. For a while, they didn't really support the artistry of everything that I was doing until they realized that I could make money off of it.
Right.
Like, that's when they knew, like, oh, okay. And especially way more recently, they've definitely been more supportive,
Right.
I guess, of like everything I'm doing. But yeah, back then when I was younger, they was definitely like, nah, like.
I feel like
they
it's only
didn't-
normal though.
it's
Obviously your
definitely
parents
normal.
want what's best for you.
Yeah, they want you to go to school, they want you to get a good job or whatever, which I understand, but it's just not what I wanted to do. I
Right.
feel like I was not meant to do that kind of. Even if I was there, like I'd be miserable. You know what I mean, I wouldn't want to do that.
Right.
I would want to do what I'm doing now. Like, even if I'd rather be broke and doing what I'm doing now than fucking be rich and be miserable doing what I don't want to do.
100%. Yeah, no matter what you're doing, bro, as long as you're happy with it, like you're winning.
Yeah, hell yeah.
100%. How do you think that your parents' relationship affected how you act in relationships as an adult, like romantic relationships?
Oh damn, you getting deep. Fuck.
Do you think it made you like? Do you think it made you maybe kind of like? So for me personally, it's like when I get married, like I want to stay married. You feel me?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's something very important to me. So
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about that, but I mean, I would want to get married for sure. Maybe not. Actually, I don't know.
yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. I'm the kind of person that just takes it day by day. We will figure that shit out. I don't know. Maybe I'll be married in like 2 years. Maybe I'll never get married. Who knows?
Right.
Who
Okay.
knows?
Not cool.
I feel like that's like I mean, at least to me, I don't think the way my parents were is gonna affect my relationship. I guess just because they were fine.
Right.
For the most part, I guess. But they were fine.
That's good though. At least you don't grow up,
Yeah.
being traumatized by,
Yeah.
God
No, I
forbid,
mean,
dad hitting your mom or
Yeah,
whatever.
And I'm sure they've had their troubles, obviously. Like, nothing's ever perfect, you know what I
Right.
mean? But yeah, I don't think it'll affect me as much as maybe for others, I guess I could say. I have my own experiences than what they did. They were married when they were like super young, so I don't think I'll do that. I don't think I'll be married young. Like, I'm already 24, I'm not gonna get married.
Right. So you're the youngest. Talk to me
Yeah.
about what it was like growing up the youngest. Like I said, I'm the oldest, so like
Yeah.
my experience as the oldest sibling completely different than yours. So talk to me about that. What are some of the
Yeah.
pros and some of the cons of growing up as the youngest?
Pros was I was kind of just left alone a lot of the time. Cons is I was left alone a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, dynamically, I feel like my parents, they loved my brother because he was the first child. my sister is the middle child and she's the only girl. And I was the third child. Like I said, I was always kind of more different than my brother and sister, so that I was kind of a little more outcast than them. I think that in a way shaped me in the way that I am. Just
Creatively wise?
Yeah, hell, definitely. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. That's gonna be my
creatively
follow-up.
wise, yeah. It definitely shaped me. Not that I like almost wanted to be different, but I'm pretty sure maybe I did. Maybe as a young I wanted to be different than my brother and sister because they had their own thing going on.
Right.
And, I wanted my own thing. So I don't know, I feel like as a kid, I always remember just being like, just listening to music and not really paying attention. Not that I'm not paying attention to my siblings, but like, yeah, really, I wasn't really paying too much like mind into them. I just loved music and that's it. Like, I just really loved music as a kid. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I said, how I told you, my brother definitely influenced me a lot. But my sister, I love my sister. She's cool.
Nice. We're almost done with the childhood topic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, is there any trauma from your childhood that you think really affected you as a person? Maybe it's still affecting you right now. Maybe it's something that you resolved. Is there anything you can think of that happened when you were a child that kind of like, shaped you as who you are today?
Damn, you're like a therapist. God damn, fuck. I don't know. That's like a deep question.
Yeah. You can, if you don't want to answer it, that's fine.
No.
If you want to take some time to think about your answer,
I would
we'll chop it.
I don't know if I could think about it right now. I feel like I've always been the kind of person that tries to take things in a positive light. You know what I mean? So even if something bad did happen when I was younger, I tried to always be optimistic about it. I'm very optimistic. I'm a very optimistic person.
Right.
I try to not see the bad in things.
That's
so
good.
I feel like
even
if I'm a very optimistic person. I feel like that's also a perk of being the youngest. Sometimes I feel like my brother could be very pessimistic. In my eyes, my sister is kind of neutral, but I remember growing up, like my mom would always tell me, like she's just like, do you just not care about anything? Because I'd be like just very not careless, but when something happened, I would always be like, okay, we'll figure it out. Like it's fine, it's whatever, we'll figure it out. Don't know who I got it from, but I feel like I've always been like that for sure.
Nah, W mindset, bro. That's great. That's amazing.
Sure.
Something I think is really cool is like, damn, I was really just here and then all of a sudden I gained consciousness, right? Tell me about one of the earliest memories that you have as a child, like when you first gained consciousness.
Honestly, I feel like, it's funny, one of the first memories I really remember was when Michael Jackson died.
Ooh.
that was like I think 2009 or some shit.
Yeah, 2009.
But I was already like 8 years old. So I was like way conscious already. Huh? Yeah, for real.
For real.
No. It was definitely a little bit earlier, but that's like one of those memories that I do remember, like strongly remember. But you know what? I completely forgot about this. When I was younger, I used to draw a lot.
Okay.
I used to draw a lot. So a lot of like my younger memories is me drawing in a notebook. So yeah, honestly, maybe like 4 or 5 years old, just remembering drawing like in a notebook.
Right.
That's like some of my earliest memories. And then when I got to like first, second grade, maybe second or third grade, I would go to California, like I said, when I was younger a lot. And my uncle, he really put me onto rock.
Okay.
When I was younger. And so when I came back, that's all I wanted to listen to. It's just rock. That's all I wanted to listen to. It's just a bunch of that genre. I had never heard anything like that. I had heard like the stuff at home, like as a Latino, like Hispanic, you listen to a lot of the like,
that Sunday cleaning music.
Yeah, the Sunday cleaning music. Yeah, of course you listen to that. So when you finally hear something that's different to your ear, it's like, oh damn.
Right.
What is that? Like I want to. Yeah, it's a whole new world of stuff.
Right.
So yeah, that's when I remember being conscious. I guess like being super young, drawing shit like in my notebook.
Cool. Nah, that'll be a memory. The last thing I want to ask, when it comes to this topic, is gonna be if you could, tell 12-year-old you anything. What would you tell him? 12, 11, 10, age doesn't really matter too much. Just like the younger you.
You'll be fine. You'll figure it out.
W. And he had that mindset since the beginning.
Yeah, like you'll figure it out, yeah.
Nice, W. Now I want to talk about you as a creative, right?
Yeah.
So it's very easy to tell just by looking at you or looking at your Instagram page that you're a creative person. You can tell in your fashion, you can tell in your music, you can tell in the videos that you direct, edit, all that stuff. At what age did you realize that you were like creative, like you were different?
When I started drawing, I feel like I knew then that I wanted. I didn't even know what it was though. I just kind of did it. I feel like that's how I've always done the stuff that I do. Like I don't do it wanting to be a certain thing or a certain anything.
Right.
I just wanted to do it. I just saw something that was like sick and I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Right.
That's how it is with my music too. Like whenever I want to make music, I'm just like, oh, in my head, this is what I think it's gonna sound like. This is what I want it to sound like. That's what's like cool to me. So honestly, just all the stuff that I've ever done, creatively wise, has always been like, I just want to do that.
Right.
That's it. Not because I want to be creative. I just want to do it. You know what I mean? That's just what I want to do. It's just whatever it is. Like even the DJing stuff. You know what I mean? Like that only started maybe a couple years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I just did it because I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? That's always been my mindset too. I just want to do it because because I can, and because I want to.
Right.
And that's the only reason why. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
that's lit.
Mhm.
I like that. Is that the reason why you play so many instruments? You play you play the guitar, you play the drums,
Yeah, I
the
play-
piano. Is there any other instruments that I'm missing that you play?
Hey, how do you know that?
To interview.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I play the drums, I play the bass. I also say this very like, I play it a little bit. I'm not like the best or even remotely. I mean, I'm good enough to be for the recordings, but
Right.
yeah, I know how to play drums, piano, bass, guitar.
At what
Just, like,
age did you
keyboards.
start messing around with instruments?
I think it was in middle school. I was like in 6th, 7th grade. I had a, I remember being super young and asking my mom to buy me a guitar, and they said no because it was super expensive.
Right.
And so that was a bummer. One day, me and my mom were at a thrift store, and I found an electric keyboard, like an electric piano, like electric keyboard, and I wanted it really bad because I wanted to learn super bad.
Right.
And so I literally begged my mom to buy it for me. I was like, I want this because I want to learn. And she bought it for me, and she was like, you better fucking learn. She was like, now that I bought it, you better learn. And sure enough, I did. Like, I just started looking up videos, like how to play the songs that I like. At the time, I was probably listening to fucking Tyler the Creator.
Right.
That's probably what I was listening to, like just learning those songs, and that's basically how I learned.
Is the piano, the electric keyboard, the first thing you learned?
Yeah, piano was the first thing I learned.
Which one do you enjoy playing the most?
Guitar or bass. Honestly, I really like playing bass. I really like playing, like that's like one of those instruments that I
really enjoy?
I love. Or the piano. I love playing the piano.
Nice,
It's like I
totally.
just love being at the piano and just playing. That's why I have one in my room. I've always had some sort of piano in my room. I used to have one back then, and then we took it out. We did some video on like a field or something, and then I never put it back in my room because I'm in the basement.
Yeah.
Like in my studio and in my room, it's a whole. I'm in the basement.
Being in the basement is
Yeah.
lit.
No, I love it. I love it.
Why do you prefer the bass over the other instruments?
The bass?
Yeah, or the guitar. Why do you
The
prefer
guitar.
that over the other instruments?
I'll say this about the guitar. The guitar is super easy to feel like, I don't know. This is like picking a favorite child. It's like, I don't know. I like the piano for a certain reason. I like the guitar for a certain reason.
Right.
I like the bass for a certain reason.
That makes sense. They're all
Yeah.
different.
They're all different in their own
instruments.
ways that I think are like fun to play.
Right.
And I enjoy them all differently.
Nah, that's a valid answer.
Just like any kid. I
Right.
don't know, like, would
Nah, I'm
you pick
choosing
your favorite
favorites.
child? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm choosing
well,
favorites.
You can choose your favorite child. Yeah, I wouldn't. Nah, I like every instrument in its own right for their own reasons, I guess.
Right. No, that's a valid answer. That's actually an amazing answer. Sorry, future kids. You feel me? Nah, I don't think I'd ever. That was just for the bit. So, what is it about music that makes you love it as much as you do?
I don't know.
You don't know? You
I
just
have
like
no
it?
clue. I fucking love it, bro. I just love it. We were talking about this on the way here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have no clue. I just fucking, it's like one of those things that I'm addicted to.
Mm.
I'm just like, you'll find me just listening to music. I'm sure you could, any artist, any musician will probably tell you, like everybody, they love music.
Right.
But I mean, personally for me, I feel like I've always connected with it. Like even as a kid, even just recently, when I really started writing my own songs and like writing lyrics for stuff, that's when I started paying attention to like lyricism and songwriting and such. But when I was a kid, I just loved the instrumentation and stuff. I just loved the way she sounded.
Right.
I just love the way, like I said, some of the earliest memories I have of music is either rock or Michael Jackson. Off the Wall is one of my favorite records of all time. And just hearing that in itself, I was like, fuck.
This is amazing.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, it's
Or
actually
even
insane.
some of like, when I got more towards like middle school, when I started to explore a little bit more, it blew my mind even more every time because the more music you find, you're like, damn, how are people making this?
Right.
And it makes you want to make it. I mean,
100%.
personally, it makes me want to make it. It makes you want to, I'm like, damn, I'm never going to make that. But I'm reaching for that, you know what I mean? But I always
100%.
look at songs like, never going to make something like that again.
Right.
I'll never make anything like that. But in my mind, I'm like, yes, I can. Yes, I can make some shit like that. If I really want to, I really can.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I love music, bro. Just shit is my whole life.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if I wasn't doing this, I don't know what I would be doing. Like I told you, I'd be miserable at a job somewhere.
Yeah.
But I choose not to because I love it so much. I just love this shit.
Would you say you love fashion as well?
No.
You don't?
No, not really. No.
Well, you have a look, right? So like,
Yeah.
you have a look in the way that you dress and the way that your videos are made.
Yeah.
So
I think what I finally solved this because I do get that, but I also don't because I just like to dress the way some of
You
my
like.
favorite people look. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, obviously I'm very like, I'm wearing boots, boot cut pants, and like a jean jacket, right? But
Right.
this is what like somebody in the 70s would wear. And a lot of the rock artists would probably wear some shit like this.
Right.
You probably see like George Harrison wear some shit like this. George Harrison is one of my favorite artists. I'm honestly just like copying the way they look. And you know, it happens to be a little bit fashionable or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just trying to look how they look. Because those are my favorite artists.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of riding their wave.
So George Harrison is one of your favorite artists. What's another one? Obviously Michael Jackson.
shit.
I'm assuming it's that a very,
Favorite artist.
you know, one of your favorite artists is Mike.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I love the Beatles, obviously. Who wouldn't? I love the Beatles.
Right.
A bunch of rock bands, psychedelic bands from like the 70s, 60s. Artist-wise, I guess recently, definitely, you know, King Cruel. A bunch of the artists, like alternative indie artists coming out. You know, that's what I grew up on. Like when I was in high school, that's what I was listening to. I don't know what you were listening to in high school, but me personally, it was a bunch of indie music. Obviously, Mac DeMarco, you know, Yellow Days.
Yellow Days is crazy, bro.
Yellow
Actually,
Days,
he's on my list. I want to interview Yellow Days.
Yeah, that'd be fucking fire. Yeah, Yellow Days is fire. Obviously, we grew up listening to Cuco. If you're
Shout
a
out
Hispanic,
Cuco.
if you're a Hispanic artist, you definitely grew up listening to Cuco.
Right.
So when I was in high school, I loved that fool. I'm blanking. There's so many bands. Mount High Club, all those kind of bands. Those are the bands that inspire me to this day that I can still listen to. Albums front to back. That's like the Home Shake, the biggest.
Shout out Home Shake.
Yeah, Home Shake, one of my favorite artists of all time. Yeah, a bunch of those artists from that era, from what I was listening to in high school, is what I'm basing my music off of now. But also, I'm also I kind of blend both. Like I listen to a lot of soul music and I grew up listening to oldies. So a lot of the Vanguards, a lot of the Silhouettes, a lot of like a bunch of these artists, right?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, like lowrider oldies.
Yes.
so-
like the Sacred Souls. You said
Yeah.
Vanguard.
Those are like newer like soldies music, but
Right.
yeah, like all the other bands from back in the day. My mom, she really loved listening to oldies, so she put me on like really young, and so that kind of music as well. When I was younger, really inspired me.
Yeah, she
to
put
what
you
I'm
on some
doing
good
now.
music, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, she got
definitely.
you. She got you
No,
right.
yeah,
with
my
the music.
mom. I always remember my mom singing like her fucking lungs out. Like not that she couldn't sing, but you know she wasn't like a professional singer or nothing, but she was always singing her lungs out like in the house, just blasting music. I've always known music to be fucking loud and blasting.
Right.
That's all I've ever known. Even when I was like in middle school, I had like a receiver and 2 big ass speakers in my room. And I would just listen to music. I literally would lay down on the floor and just listen to music. That's what I would do in middle school and high school. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would do. But that's I've always known music for it to be loud and blasting.
So you just mentioned, you know, you're listening to music in middle school and high school. In high school is when you actually started making music,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Correct. So you started, you know, making, you know, vaporwave pop records type of thing.
How do you know that? Yeah, I did.
And it was in junior year, correct? Like around junior year, or was it earlier?
I started putting out stuff junior year. I started making stuff sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm about to like be on the cusp of like 10 years, because that was 2016, I think. So it's about to be 10 years now. But I always knew that I liked making music, and I always knew that I wanted it to sound a certain way. So even when I put out the music, a little bit of the music that I had at the time, it's not what I wanted to put out officially. You know what I mean? It's not till like maybe 3 or 4 years ago when I really started like locking in. I'm like, okay, this is what I want my music to sound like, and this is what I want to put out. But yeah, at the time I was making like beats, and I was learning the fundamentals of like how to make music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
At the time.
And not long after that, you joined the band, correct?
Yeah, the band.
Is this the band that you were saying earlier?
Yep.
Was it one more time?
Vacants.
Vacants.
Yep.
Cool.
That was like right after I graduated high school. We had formed the band because at that time I had already learned how to play guitar very well. That's another reason why I didn't put out the music officially when I was making the vaporwave shit, because I wanted to make like music with guitar. I just didn't know how to play it at the time.
Right.
I didn't start learning guitar till junior year, and then once I finally graduated high school, I had a decent amount of understanding of how to play, and that's when I wanted to start a band.
So you started the band?
Oh yeah, me and him.
Nice.
We just, we were just jamming, playing guitar and drums, and then we're like, oh fuck it, let's do a couple shows, let's cover some songs, and then we started doing our own songs.
What was your role in the band?
I made most of the music for the most part at first, and then later on in the band we started collabing. Like people had more ideas, and that's also why we stopped like being a band.
Right.
It's because we just all wanted to have our own input.
Right.
It's just too many, like, everybody wanted to do what they wanted to do. So I think that's why we broke up as well. But, we came back and did more shows. But, yeah, we figured it would be better if we were doing our own thing, because we all wanted to be in control of, like, what it sounded like. Which was okay. It's fine. Like, everybody wants to do their own thing.
100%.
So.
No, you answered my next question, because it was going to be, like, why the band broke up.
Yeah.
So what did you learn about being in a band? Is there anything specific that you kind of took away from that, either as an artist or as a person,
Probably the biggest thing is I just like making music by myself. I don't know. I feel like that's like the biggest thing. I just like making music by myself. And it's always been that way, like even when I was in high school, I was always just making music by myself. I was never really asking people to come to the studio or come to my house to make beats or like music or whatever, I was always just making music by myself. And then, you know, later on, you figure that, you know, those are the type of things you figure out. You learn to be in a band, and then you learn. Obviously, I picked up a bunch of stuff from being in a band.
Right.
But I also learned a lot of more stuff from leaving. Like, oh, okay, maybe it's better off that I just make music on my own.
Right.
You know, like probably how I make or lock in the best. It's just like on my own. You know what I mean?
Right. You have full
But
creative
I've
control.
definitely, yeah. But I've definitely learned to like stray away from that and get help. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's
Cool.
basically what happened.
All right, this is a long question that I have, so let me read it just so I can phrase it how I want to.
Long question incoming.
What happened?
I said long question.
I don't know. It's not a long question. I think it's just that I typed it out hella long.
Is this the part you cut out?
Yeah.
Nah, keep it all in. It'll be amazing. This is juice.
I love Jews. Okay, cool. So, you know, once a band broke up, like you mentioned, you started doing your own thing, right?
Yeah.
And this is kind of when FELTWELL
Yeah, when
came
FELTWELL
together.
really began. Yeah, yep.
Right. I'd mentioned this in the beginning. The music is amazing, bro. Like,
Thank you. I appreciate
I knew you as Mad Madhouse.
Yeah.
And then once I found out that you made music, and I was doing my research on you, like I just had your music playing while I was doing the research, bro. So good. So, you know,
Thank you, bro.
congratulations on that, and
Yeah,
keep
thank
making
you,
music,
bro.
please.
Yeah, I did. Stream Embrace. I just put that out in September. When did I put that out? I don't know. I put it out recently.
You put it out recently.
Stream Embrace. It's one of my favorite projects I've done to date, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like once I really got to do like my own music and I figured out my own sound and what I was making, that's when it really got like super fun to make. Like I'm just having fun doing this stuff, bro.
Yeah,
I
100%.
literally I'm just having fun doing it.
I sent my, cause me and my sister have very similar taste in music, and I sent her one of your songs, and she was like, this performative ass song, I like it.
Performative ass song.
You make performative
I make
music, bro.
performative. I'm with it. Fuck it.
Nah,
I'll
for
I'll
real.
make performative music.
Nah, me and my sister are proud of being performative people.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down for whatever.
So, your music, right? We're talking about it. My favorite thing about it is definitely the instrumentals. So when it comes to that, do you produce all your instrumentals, or do you sometimes go on YouTube and find one you like and then just, you know, sing over it?
Nah, I produce everything.
That's so good,
I
bro.
produce, I mix and master everything, so if it sounds like shit, my bad. I mix my own stuff.
It's hard. Mixing and mastering is
Mixing,
hard.
yeah, it's fucking hard.
100%.
Yeah, that's somebody like that's a part of my music that I want to really get good at. Is like mixing and mastering my shit.
Right.
That's only for the real musicians and artists that know the struggle of mixing. But anyways, yeah, I do produce, and I produce all my shit in my room too. That's where I wanted to do the interview, but you know,
Right.
we don't fit. It's kind of small in there. Like
Right.
it's my own little cave and
Which is your
Yeah.
favorite instrumental that you've produced?
instrumental.
Which
Damn.
one's your favorite
Ooh.
one? Because I have
Damn,
a
out
favorite
of all
one
the
of yours,
songs?
so I'll tell you
Oh,
my favorite
damn.
after. I just want to see what your favorite is.
fuck.
And it's been on
Honestly-
repeat, I'll tell you that.
Honestly, I feel like the most recent one is Mist. The
Okay.
last song off the Embrace EP. That's just like one of those songs that I could play and just listen to. It's like fucking hell yeah. What's yours? I want to know.
Volume.
Volume?
Volume is so
What?
good, bro.
He likes that one. Totally
Yeah?
like that one. Yeah, he likes
That's
that
been
one.
on repeat. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
I was listening to it on the way here, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
such a
Volume-
good song.
Volume is cool.
And it's
I
a good
remember-
video for it. You snapped on that. You directed that video, right? I believe you
Oh
did.
yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot I did that. That's the one with the. I was wearing this jacket. I was
Yeah,
wearing, I was
you
wearing
were
this jacket. I was
like,
wearing a
the
jean
light.
jacket. Yeah, I was wearing.
Right,
Yep. I do remember that. Oh yeah, I did. I do my own videos as well.
No, that's lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that you do a lot of them. I know sometimes you have some other people kind of directing for you, but
For the Lips lead music video, I had Bambi. Shout out Bambi.
shout out Bambi.
Yeah, I had Bambi for that one, and then yeah, for the most part, I do my own videos. But damn, Volume, that's sick. I like that song.
So I'm about to play it as the outro. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
that is the outro. Fuck yeah. That song actually, that's one of the songs that helped me blow up on TikTok as well.
Really?
Yeah, because I post a lot of my shit on TikTok too.
What's the TikTok looking like?
Well, I started a new account because my shit got shadow banned. My
Mm.
original one, I had like 6,000 followers and like I think I had like over like 500,000 likes on that video. There were some videos that would get like a little traction and that's how it would get listeners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Volume, that's like one of those songs that I did promote a lot and people were fucking with it. Yeah, that one helped me a lot for sure. I think that one's sitting at like 11,000 streams on Spotify. Which is
Shout
dope,
out.
which is fire.
Yeah, shout out Volume.
Shout out all the listeners for real.
So I just mentioned something about your music videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of want to stay on the topic a little bit. So all your music videos have a very specific feel, a very specific, you know, aesthetic. Why did you choose this aesthetic?
Yeah, it's very
It has like
intentional.
a, yeah, it's like a
It's
film.
very, yeah, it's very intentional. I want it to look like film.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want it to look like I don't know if you could tell, but all my videos have always been 4x3, the smaller format.
Okay.
I've maybe besides one or two videos I've done wide,
Mm-hmm.
but all the rest of them have been like 4x3, which I've always loved film. Like film, anything that has anything to do with film. I'm not talking about movies, just like film in general.
Right.
Whether it be like photography, film, or just film, just like good cinematography, I guess.
Mm.
I've always liked good cinematography.
And you're
Yeah,
doing
it's
a
very
good job.
intentional. Yeah.
You're doing a
thank you. I
very good
appreciate
job,
it.
bro.
I appreciate it.
That's
Yeah,
one of the
it's
things
always
that
been
really.
it's always been very intentional of the way it looks.
Right.
Like that's what I wanted it to look like. So if you're telling me that it looks like that, hell yeah.
No,
That's
shout
what I
out.
wanted it to look like. That's
Nah, yeah,
exactly
it's
what I
fire.
wanted it to look like. So fuck yeah.
So
Yeah,
how
it's
would you-
just, I guess you're probably gonna ask me like, what is it? What inspires that, or like, why does it look like that?
No, you've
Yeah.
said enough to where like you've answered a lot of these questions. So I've actually had to skip some because like you already answered them.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
I just want you to describe it because I just described it as film. Like, how would you describe your aesthetic as an artist? Like,
I don't know.
how does FELTWELL, like, what's the aesthetic for FELTWELL?
I don't know, maybe like black and white, like gritty, like just very, but also kind of soft, I guess, like a soft, gritty film look. I've always liked the look of black and white. That's why you always see a lot of black and white in a bunch of either my pictures or videos. I've always liked the black and whiteness of stuff, not in correlation to anything.
Right.
I just like the way it looks.
So you directed and you edited, I'm assuming, Volume. Like I said, you've had help from other people like Bambi sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy the most about directing your own video? And then what do you enjoy the most about having somebody else direct it?
I feel like it takes a lot of the heavy load off, I guess.
Mm,
Like not filming, because usually I have it like that, like a tripod,
right.
like just filming myself. Most of the time I am just filming myself, but you know, it's cool to have like somebody that can help you film. But I did edit the video, so that's the worst part. I hate editing. You probably know this.
I do, yeah. It
editing
takes a
is
long
the
time.
worst.
to
It
edit.
takes a very long time.
It's gonna take me a solid,
Yeah.
depending on how long it is, it might take me like 10 hours to edit it
Yeah,
completely. So.
I mean, I do, like I said, that's basically damn near my job too. Like that's what I do for work. Like I edit for work, so
Oh, nice.
that shit sucks. I hate it,
Really?
but it's work and it's
Right.
fine, and it allows me to do what I do now. So
Right.
you know, it's fine.
What is the goal with music? You know, like at the end of the day, like what do you want your music to do for other people? What do you want to accomplish with your music? You know, or is this something you're doing just for like the love of the game?
I'm definitely doing it just for the love of the game, but I also want to do it just because I just want the music to be out there. You know what I mean? I would also love to tour and like do shows everywhere. I fucking hate doing shows. If you know me, I don't like doing shows, but I'll go on tour. Fuck, why not?
Right.
It's like one of those things, especially like this year, I was able to like be blessed enough to go on tour with Renee, one of the comedians that I work for, and seeing that like camaraderie. Oh, is that what you say? I don't know.
It's hard for me to
Camaraderie,
pronounce
yeah, I don't
words.
just the way everything was, the whole production of the tour.
Right.
I was like, wow, that's insane. Like that's something I would want to do with the homies. Like imagine just being with your homies on tour.
Yeah, it must be a lit.
That'd be fucking dope.
100%.
So I've definitely changed my mindset a little bit of being like, oh, I want to do that. Who wouldn't want to go to a different city and sell out and, you know, break bread with your brothers? Like,
Right. Have fun.
that'd be
drinks.
amazing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I've always just liked making music just for not for the fuck of it, but just because I love music. I just love putting out music. So the main goal has always been just to make good music. You know, that's like goal number one is try to make good music. Try to make it as best as you can with everything you've got. You know, I've never had intentions of doing it for money.
That's
Like,
good.
I've never wanted to do this shit for money. Like I just love it.
Right.
I just love making music. I love listening to music. I love making music.
Is music
never-
your
yeah.
priority right now?
Yeah, hell yeah.
100%.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good, because I'm trying to hear more
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, me too.
That's
No,
it.
as much as like people like the music too, I like listening to. I'm a fan of my own music, bro.
Right, as you
I love,
should.
yeah, I love my own music.
Right.
I'm a big critique of my own music, but I also love it. Like, I love my own music. I'll play this shit in my car and listen to it. You know, like it's like as if it's somebody else.
Let's go back to the song Volume, because I'm interested in how this song came to be. Like, is this something that you created from a personal experience, or is this something that you were like, you know what, let me just tell a story,
Yeah.
and that's that?
That song came from, I was going through it at the time for sure. Because you could tell a lot of my songs are very melancholic or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And so I do write a lot about experience. Like a lot of the music that I do, especially songwriting wise, I do talk about experiences. But sometimes I'm not really talking about like anybody in specific, I guess.
Right.
But in that song, I was definitely talking about it like somebody in specific. And it was definitely, that song is just, you know, it's called Volume because it's about just going through like the loud. I think I said in the song, I was like, even if we make it throughout the loudness of everything that's happening around us. Because, you know, when in a relationship, there's a lot that could happen.
Right.
There's a lot of like loud shit that could be going on around you. And so that's why it's called Volume. You know, there's a lot of loudness around the relationship. So I hope, that's what I was saying in the song. I hope we can make it past throughout all the loudness. And yeah, that just came from like, I think I woke up one day and That's the last song I made on the EP. I literally made it maybe the week off that I dropped the project. That was the last song, and I knew, I was like, yep, that's it.
That's the one.
That's the project. It's done.
Right.
And so yeah, it's one of those songs that I made like super fast and just came naturally.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't have anything more to say about that.
That's cool. So earlier you mentioned that when you go to California, you kind of like you get inspired or you come back inspired.
Yeah.
What are some other times that help you feel inspired? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah. When I drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I love like recently I've been drinking a lot of wine and just fucking going to the studio and fucking, just making music.
Right.
But also smoking, like I do smoke a lot. So sometimes I get in that state of like, just being high, and then I go back into the studio and make whatever I want. That's why the music sounds the way it sounds sometimes, because of drinking and smoking. Yeah, the THC, yeah, I guess, yeah. So it's very, like I said, everything is always intentional in the way I'm doing stuff. So even if like the last project, Embrace, it sounded very, I forget, somebody told me, it was like a really good way to describe the project. I don't remember what the word was, but he said that he felt like he was high, like listening to the project, because it was like just.
I know, I get what he's saying, because I don't know how I mentioned it earlier when it was off camera, or maybe I said it on camera. No, I think it said it in the intro. But it almost feels like I'm laying down, like my soul is leaving my body. You feel me? That's what it feels like. Where I'm levitating.
Yeah. That's very intentional. That's what I wanted it to sound like.
Right.
Like I said, I still have very loud speakers in my room. So sometimes when I'm making a song, I listen to the same chords that like from the song over and over and over again.
Right.
Just because I wanted to. If I don't feel it and I don't feel it like really well, I'm not gonna put it out. I have a fuck ton of music that I just don't put out.
Right.
So I'm very selective in the way. I don't know. I'm very selective in the songs that I want to put out. So if I don't really feel that shit when I'm listening to it, just the chords itself, then I'm not gonna put it out.
Okay, cool.
So everything is very intentional in the way I'm doing stuff.
Nah, and you can
But
tell.
sometimes it just sounds sick, and I just, it sounds dope, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's what I want it to sound
it.
like, you know what I mean?
Nice. Nah, I'm looking forward to hearing more music.
Yeah, same.
You say, yeah.
Same.
Let's move on to Mad House, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, what is Mad House?
Mad House is just a trio of DJs. I guess it could be anybody. Because we've had a few other DJs on the lineup as well. We started it originally because we just like house music.
And who's we?
We as in me, Nico, he's another artist, friend of mine. Nico, and then After, which is the other DJ. He just DJs, he doesn't really make music. But makes a little bit of techno, but he doesn't want to put it out. But it was originally just the three of us just wanting to DJ house music. We were inspired by LeBum out in Chicago, if you know LeBum. I don't know if you know LeBum.
I'm familiar.
So, and then we ended up becoming like kind of homies with them a little bit too. And then we were like, damn, why aren't we doing stuff like that here in Aurora? Like, why is nobody doing this kind of stuff? So we just started doing it. We really just did it just out of like, there's nothing like that happening here, so let's just fucking do it.
So that's where idea came from. You wanted to bring that from Chicago and bring it here. Oh, that's lit.
Yep. And that's all it was. And we did we had a little run in like 2024. We did the Subterranean, which is dope. We have in that lineup. We did a bunch of shows last year at like some venue. And then, we kind of just mellowed out a little bit. We chilled out. You obviously don't see it as much anymore.
Is that because of winter or why?
I think it's just because I'm the main guy like really doing that, doing the events and stuff. And when I want to lock in on music, I'm not worried about anything else besides music. So.
Do you guys plan on having any winter shows?
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. I would want to, yeah. I feel like wintertime is like when I really get it going again sometimes, whether it be music or DJing.
Right.
And right now I've been making some bullshit like in the studio, so I'm definitely like I just want to DJ.
Right. I think that'd be lit.
I mean, I don't know. I have those moments where in time where I'm just making like garbage ass music.
Right.
And so it happens. So I'm not afraid to say that either. Like I make some bullshit sometimes, and I kind of just want to DJ. Like I don't want to make music. I just want to DJ. Like I said, music is a big part of my life. So whenever I want to do anything that has anything to do with music, I'm gonna do it. So whether it be DJing or making music, you go back and forth.
You're always in a creative
What
do you enjoy the most about holding these events with that?
I guess so. Yeah. I don't really notice it.
That is hilarious.
Nah, I'm just kidding. No, the best part is just, at least DJing wise, I like being able to control the crowd. Because you could really control the crowd with whatever music you play.
Right.
If you play a garbage ass song, people are going to leave.
Yeah.
If you play a good song, people are going to dance, or you're going to see it.
Right.
So that's my favorite part, is being able to see people like really dance or don't dance at all. So, I like controlling the crowd. I like the way,
Right. That's lit. Do you guys plan on expanding in 2026?
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. We've been wanting to do a bunch of shows in LA. That's another plan of mine as well. Like, not just for the DJing stuff, but for FELTWELL. Like, I want to do a show in LA. Like, I want to do a show everywhere. Like,
Right.
those are goals. If we go back to like what some of the goals are for the music,
Uh-huh.
is to do shows anywhere outside of here. You know what I mean? That's same goes for Mad House. I would want to do house music is like it's everywhere. Everybody loves.
It's
house
fun,
music.
bro. How can you not like house
Yeah,
music?
it's just it's a good little groove. Like people like that kind of stuff. So
Right.
I would definitely love to do it at other states, other places. So yeah, hopefully we grow next year.
That'd be
Push
lit.
it a little more.
Nah, I'm gonna have to. I have family in LA, so I'm gonna have to hook around and pull
Yeah,
up.
we have to go.
Right, okay, I'll stay with them. Next question. So, is there a specific event that was just very memorable to you? Like, is there a specific event where you're like, man, like this was just different. Like, this was something, you know,
For the Mad House stuff.
correct.
The Subterranean show last year. That shit was really dope.
Where was that held at?
Subterranean?
Yeah, is that what the city's called?
No, the venue is called the Subterranean.
And then where is that here?
That's in Chicago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's in Chicago. It was one of our first times DJing in Chicago, and two, we hopped in the lineup with LeBum because they had invited us to come like DJ for them.
Okay.
So, you know, when it's like the main reason why you started DJing and doing these events, like the main reason it invites you to come DJ, like
Right.
you're gonna be like, oh, that's like checked off.
Right,
That's
right.
something we wanted to do. One of our goals that year was to DJ with LeBum, and we did it. And I'm not afraid to show love. Like, you know, shout out Ben, shout out Mel, like shout out the boys out on LeBum. Like I've always been a big ass supporter of them. They've been super genuine, and so they're dope people. I fuck with them.
Right.
I love them.
Nice, that's lit.
Yeah.
So when it comes to 2025, it's about to end. You know,
Damn, it is, huh? Fuck.
It's like
Yeah, it's 2 more months. Yeah,
Right,
2 more months and we're
left.
done.
Which event in 2025 had the best turnout in your opinion?
For Mad House, I feel like we didn't do that many this year.
I don't know. I feel like I saw an event going on every week from Fat Ass Minute.
I guess the Cumbia night stuff has been cool.
That was that good?
Yeah, the Cumbia night. Yeah. So instead of house music, we've been doing cumbia, which is pretty dope. Those have been fire. Yeah, we've been doing them here. So if you see it around, we've been doing it here. So
Right. No, that's like, I remember the first time I saw it, cause I'd be working on weekends and I'd be working
so you
like
be
late on
missing out.
Fridays.
You be
Right.
missing out.
It's changed a little bit now, which is why I'm gonna be pulling up for the jazz event, cause like I like
Saturday?
jazz.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna
I
be a
don't
good
know
one to pull up to.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be Saturday, cause it's happening Friday too, right?
It's Friday or Saturday?
Yeah.
For real?
It's 2 days.
Oh shit.
So I'm not sure which one I'll be pulling up to, but maybe both, you know, fuck it. That's pretty much everything I had for you. You know, I always like to end the videos with a piece of advice, right? It doesn't have to be with like creative, it could just be life advice for whatever anybody that's watching. So with that being said, what's one piece of advice that you would give to just anybody walking down the street? You feel me?
Damn. Shit. Just do you. Don't listen to anybody. Don't put yourself in a box of what you want to do. Everybody is like very capable of doing anything they want to do.
100%.
That's how I always tell that to anybody. You're very capable of doing whatever you want to do. As long as you put your mind to it and you really want to do it, like you're gonna do it. Because if you put yourself in a box where you don't want to do it, you're not gonna want to do it. You're not gonna be able to do it. But if you put yourself in a mindset where you really want to do something, you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's how like how we talked about. This whole interview, I've always been like,
I want
if
to
you
do
want,
it.
if you want to do something, just fucking do it.
Right.
Don't sit around and be like, oh, soon I'm gonna want to do this. No, just do it.
Right.
Just do whatever you want to do. Like, don't tell anybody that you're doing something. Just do it. You know what I mean? That's it. Just don't tell anybody you're doing anything. Just do it. Don't say you're gonna do it. Just show them that you're doing it.
Right.
I guess that would be like my biggest piece of advice. Don't show anybody that you're doing it, or don't tell anybody that you're doing it. Just show them that you're doing it.
Nah, that's great advice because like so that took me a long time to learn because like I always have a bunch of ideas and like a lot of times I would tell people about these ideas and it just never happened for whatever reason. So
don't tell anybody about your ideas. Just do them.
right, that's how
show-
this interview thing can be.
Yeah,
I just, I'm like,
literally,
you know what?
yeah.
Let me shoot an interview.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't tell anybody. Don't ask somebody for nothing. Like just do it.
Right.
Just do it.
Nice, that's lit. Where can people find you on Instagram?
You can find me at Louis Rossetti on Instagram. You can find my music at FELTWELL on all platforms, and Mad House on Instagram and YouTube. We got a couple mixes and SoundCloud. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding,
for real.
on the video. Nice, yeah, that was lit. Again, I appreciate you taking the time to do this, bringing me to such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place, bro. You guys can't see the rest of the place, but
This is my basement, by the way.
nah, no cap, for real. Oh shit, it's a rat. Nice.
I
Alright, bro.
appreciate you having me, bro.
My hip just fell. I appreciate you.
Hey, thank you for having me, bro.
Yes,
Fuck yeah.
sir.
You slapped my ass? You saw that, camera? What the fuck?
That was it. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys watched the full video, cool. If you guys watched some clips, it's still super cool, you feel me? But yeah, that was that. Thank you guys. Subscribe if you guys want to. Like it. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.